Another thing that I like to transition a little bit here is, the confidence I hear from guys like Braden Lenzy. I think there was some comments, reporters that get to go to Notre Dame practice got to talk to Chancey Stuckey, the wide receiver coach, and Braden Lenzy and some of the other receivers just the other day. And the things that came out of those comments were, Braden Lenzy most notably said that he is playing what he feels like is his best football of his life. A lot of that has to do with who Chancey Stuckey, who is replacing Del Alexander, who he is as a football coach, and his ability to get a guy like Braden Lenzy to buy in. There were comments that Chancey Stuckey made that, Braden Lenzy was watching some film of receivers at Baylor, and his name evades me, but Baylor had a receiver that was drafted last year, and Lenzy said, "Hey, coach, can that be me?" And Chancey absolutely said, "You know what? Yes, it can be you if you buy in." And I think this is particularly important for Notre Dame because Braden Lenzy just has to have such a huge role in this offense. He has to be effective in this offense because, as much as Notre Dame's going to rely heavily on Lorenzo Styles, who I think is going to be really good, Tobias Merriweather, who I think is going to be really good, Jaden Thompson, who I think is going to be really good, Michael Mayer in the passing game at tight end, who is already very, very good, and some other younger tight ends, and, Deion Colsey, if he's healthy, which we'll see about. Braden Lenzy's the fifth-year senior in that room. Joe Wilkins, if he's healthy, also a fifth-year senior in that room. But Lenzy's the one that, has all the speed, the high upside, the bona fide playmaking ability, the confidence, the leadership that you need, especially given the loss of Avery Davis, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But to me, Braden Lenzy is going to be the key. Maybe not the key, but he's going to be a major key for how Notre Dame plays. He's going to be a guy that really you can't take out a whole awful lot. He's going to be a guy that, Notre Dame needs take the top off the defense speed on the field, and he's the guy that does that. A lot of raised questions about whether Lenzy was going to move more inside given the injury to Avery Davis. I don't necessarily see that happening. I think Lenzy's your outside, take the top off the defense type of a guy that allows a tight end underneath to get open, or Matt Salerno, who is going to maybe fill in a little bit in that slot receiver position, or Chris Tyree that might move out there. You got to have that top end speed, and it's got to be effective, and you got to respect it. You have to make defenses respect it, I guess I should say. Braden Lenzy does that for Notre Dame's offense. So if he's effective, the offense is going to be really good.